Hello, and this is Why Diets Don't Work Part 2. And I'm just in this video going to talk very quickly about 3 things I've done this year to move my mindset from the scales orientated diet kind of mindset to keeping the changes that I'm making permanent, so that I keep my weight loss going and keep my weight loss permanent. Okay, the first thing I've decided to do is to stop weighing myself. When I started losing weight, I was really pretty obsessed with being 10 stone 6, which is 146 pounds, and that's the weight I was at when I got pregnant with my first child, and I was in really fit shape at that time. Now that was nearly 7 years ago. So you know, that was a different time, and it's a really good weight to get to, but focusing on that means that, like as I said in part 1, once I reach that, then what do? I have no goal, so my mind says I can relax. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on making the things that will make me lose the weight, making them habits and making them automatic. So for example, making myself take 10 minutes to eat a meal, making myself chew slowly, making myself wait before I have a second portion. If I'm feeling quite manic or emotional, finding a different way to deal with those feelings rather than just stuff food into my mouth. Okay, the second thing is the way that I approach exercise. Before, when I used to go to the gym or go out on my bike, it was very much a task I had to do, and I had to reach a certain amount of time, and then the result would be that I would lose weight. And it was like, you do the work and then you get the result. But what's happened this year is that I've so much has happened to me, the changing inside and how I feel about myself, that in actual fact exercise for me has become now primarily about making me feel better and helping me cope with the changes that I'm making in my mind and with my emotions and all this really interior stuff. So it's really changed now. So instead of going to the gym and thinking, right, I've got to do this amount of time and here we go again, and I feel good when I've gone, but you know, it's always a job to get there. What happens to me now is I wake up in the morning and I need my hit, I need my endorphin hit, and that helps me deal with the other things in the day. And it's very linked to the idea of finding a different way to cope with my feelings, because I'm learning to wean myself off using food as a way to cope with my emotions, because I've had to step away from that comfort zone. It's like, well, here you are, try exercise instead. So the other day I was swimming, and I was swimming a lot, and I looked at the clock and I'd been swimming for 45 minutes. Now before, I used to clock watch obsessively when I was swimming. I think I must do half an hour. But now, because I don't, it's not a job, I don't have specific time goals to reach, that I just found I was swimming for 45 minutes without even noticing. So that's really important. And the third thing is all about acknowledging and noticing the changes that I've already made to my body shape. And what I'll do is I'll go into more detail about that below this video, and you can read about it there. But what I will say is that changing my mindset from not just a whole dieting mindset, but from the idea of I must reach a certain point on the scales, changing my mindset from that to living each day in the way that helps me maintain that in a way that I enjoy, is just, I am just so much happier, and I feel so much more empowered than I did before, because the changes that I've made, they are lifelong changes. So I can't, it's just brilliant. Okay, cheers.